Now, this will be the start of the exercise 2.1, which will be the according to the new reduced syllabus 2021. So the first question we have to solve it. Find the discriminant of the following given quadratic equation. That we have to find the discriminant of the following, and the questions you have to solve is question number 1 and question number 3. So first we have to solve question number 1. So the equation is 2x square plus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. So discriminant equals to b square minus 4ac. So discriminant will be, what the value of b is, 3 whole square minus 4. What is the value of a? A value is 2 and c value is minus 1. So discriminant must be equals to 3 square, that is 9, minus minus plus 4 times 2 is 8. So discriminant of this equation equals to 17. So for this equation, discriminant equals to 17. Now for the second one. Second is this part, that 9x square minus 30x plus 25 equals to 0. So discriminant equals to, first you have to write the formula. Discriminant equals to b square minus 4ac. So discriminant must be, what the value of b is, that is minus 30. So it must be minus 30 whole square minus, what the value of a is, a value is 9 and c is 25. So this value is 30. So 30 whole square means, minus 30 whole square means that square is 900. Now there is a negative sign. So 25 4 time is 100 and 100 nines are 900. So discriminant of this question equals to 0. So these are basically the two parts we have to solve it. So this is the end of the question number 1. Now for question number 2, find the nature of the root. Now we have to find the nature. Nature means that we have to find the values, either the value is greater than 0, less than 0 or equal to 0. So how to do it? For this, first we have the question we solve is question number 3 and question number 4. So for this, question number 3 is 16x square minus 24x plus 9 equals to 0. So first we have to find the discriminant. Discriminant equals to b square minus 4ac. So what will be discriminant? B is minus 24. So it must be minus 24 whole square minus 4. What will be the value of a? A is 16 and c is 9. So what is the square root of 24? So square root of 24 means 24 multiplied by 24. So this must be equals to 16, 9, 8 and 2 times so is 4. So it must be 6, 7 and 5. 576. So this value equals to 576. Then there is a negative sign. then must be, this is my rough work, you have to raise it. Now this is 4 multiplied by 6, 16 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 9. So first we have to multiply 4 with 9, that is 36. So then 36 multiplied by 16. So 36 multiplied by 16, it must be equals to 36, 21, 6 and 3. So this must be 6, 7 and 5. So this value is always also 576. So discriminant equals to 0. So what will be the 0? 0 means that the root is a natural number. Okay. So this is a real and equal root. So the root value equals to 0 for this equation. Now for the second one, that is question number 4, that 3x square plus 7x minus 13 equals to 0. So discriminant equals to b square, that is 7 square minus 4. What is the value of a, that is 3, and c is minus 13. So 7 square equals to 49. Then minus minus plus, 4 times 3 is 12, and 13 12 we have to multiply 13 with 12. So this must be 6, the value is 156. So this must be 156. So then multiply with 49. So the value is 205. The discriminant equals to 205. Now 205 is not a is greater than 0. This is the first case. So discriminant is greater than 0 in this case, and there are two cases, whether it is a perfect or a perfect square or not a perfect square. So the answer, that is 205, is not a perfect square. So this root is irrational. Roots are irrational and unequal. Roots are irrational and unequal. So this is the solution of question number 2. Now we'll move towards question number 3. So what will be the value of k if k square, this equals, is a perfect square? So we have to find the value of k. For instance, k square x square plus 2k plus 1x plus 4 is a perfect square, mean this discriminant value must be greater than 0. So we have to find the value of the equation. So how to find it? First, this is the standard equation is ax square plus bx plus c is greater than 0 for a perfect square. So what the value of a is? A value equals to x square, comma, b value equals to 2 into k plus 1, and c equals to 4. So just find the discriminant first. So discriminant must be k square, that is the value. So discriminant equals to now we have to find this discriminant equals to b square minus 4ac. Now what is the value of b square? So b equals to 2 into k plus 1, that is 2 into k plus 1 whole square, that is b square minus 4. What the value is a equals to k square and c is 4. Now we have to find a general equation. For this, just solve it. Discriminant equals to, in this case, discriminant must be greater than, just finding the that discriminant equals to 2 whole square means 2 square equals to 4 and k square equals to k plus 1 whole square minus 4 times 4 is 16, so it must be 16 k square is greater than 0. So because discriminant is a perfect square, so for this 4 equals to, now formula k square plus 1 plus 2 times of k minus 16 k square is greater than 0. Now for this one, this must be equals to 4 times k is 4k square plus 4 plus 8k minus 16k square is greater than 0. Now this 4k square and minus 16k square is equals to minus 12k square plus 8k plus 4 is greater than 0. Now taking 4 common from whole equation, now taking 4 common from whole equation, that must be, and minus also minus 4, so it must be 3k square plus 2k plus 1 is greater than 0. Now this minus 4 is divided in this side, so this must be minus, that is this minus is divided here, so this minus 4 will cancel out and I will write the last value at 3k square plus 2k plus 1 is greater than 0. Now taking 3k square plus 2k plus 1, now finding it through midterm break or by using quadratic formula. So 3k square equals to, now we have to find that the midterm must be 2k and the answer must be, when we multiply it must be 3k square. So how to do it? Is there any possibility, or we have to use, if there is no factors, so we have to use quadratic equation for this 2k square plus 1. So for this one we have to use quadratic equation to find the roots of k. So k must be minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So what is the value of b? That is minus 2 plus minus b is 2 square, that is 4 minus 4 into the value of a is 3 and the value of c is 1 divided by 2a. So 2 multiplied by 3. Now, now just taking the multiply the equation. So for multiplication, this must be minus 2 plus minus under root 4. Now there is some addition or iteration that when I am taking negative sign, so this value must be negative and this value must be also negative. So take it also count. So my equation is 3x 3k square minus 2k minus 1. So for first equation, this must be minus 2, then there must be minus 4, then there will be minus 4 into the value of a is 3 and the value of b is minus 1. So this must be 4, that is 4 plus 12 whole divided by 6. So the equation is basically 3k square minus 2k and this. Now this must be equals to minus 2 plus minus under root 16 upon 6. So under root 16 equals to 4. So this must be 4 upon 6. So k equals to, now this k equals to two values. That k first value is minus 2 plus 4 upon 6. This value must be equals to minus 2, that is 2 upon 6. This value equals to 1 upon 3. And the second equals to k equals to minus 2 minus 4 upon 6. So this value must be minus 6 upon 6 equals to minus 1. These are basically two values of k we find. So this is the method to find the unknown constant or variable from a given equation. This is the end of the question number 3. Now, question number 4. So question number 4, we have to find the value of k if the roots of the following equation are equal. So equal means uh, there are some possibilities that the value must be greater than the value that is discriminant equals to 0. So the value of discriminant must be greater than 0. So question number 4, the parts are question part 2 and part 3. So for this must be for part 2, it must be 2k, sorry, k square x square, just a minute, x square plus 2 into k plus 2 x plus 3k plus 4 equals to 0. So first we have to find the discriminant. Discriminant equals to minus p, that is b square minus 4ac. So this must be 2 into k plus 2 whole square minus 4. The value of a is 1 and the value of c is 3k plus 4. So how to do it? This value is 4, then there must be a square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab, that is 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4k. Then there is negative sign, then this value must be equals to 4 times 3 is 12k plus 16. So this one value must be 4k square plus 16 plus 4 times 4 is 16k minus 12k plus 16. Sorry, plus minus minus 16. This value is just a minute. This is negative 16. So this positive, this negative will cancel out. This 4k square. There is only one k square, that is 4k square. 4k square. Then the second is this one, that is 16k minus 12k. So the value is 4k. So for this equation, we also take one value as a constant, that is 4, taking 4 as a common. 4, so 4k square plus 1 equals to greater than 0. So this must be k square plus 1 is greater than or equals to 0. So k square, the root must be equals to, now there is a simple calculation that relates the values. So k square plus 1 is greater than 0. So from here, taking k square equals to 1. So k equals to plus minus 1. So these are basically the values. So the value must be k is greater than 1 because the discriminant is greater than 0. Or discriminant greater than 0 means k value must be positive. So this value must be positive 1. So this is the method to find the value of k for a certain equation. Now the third one is Sam taking this as a, this as a b, and this as a c, and find the discriminant. And after the discriminant, you have to find the values of k for a particular equation. This is the end of the basically end of the question number 4. Now the start of question number 5. This show that the equation x square plus mx plus c square equals to a has equal root if c square equals to a square into 1 plus m square. This means that equal roots mean that the value must be equals to 0 or value greater than 0. There are three cases. When the value is basically is less than 0, it means that there is a this number is complex number. Complex means there is an iota. When this is greater than 0, this means that whether it's rational or irrational and the roots are unequal. So for equal, so the value must be equals to discriminant value must be equals to 0. So the case we use is this one. Now, how to do it? The value of c is given. The equation is this is the important question number 5. The equation basically is x square plus mx plus c whole square equals to a square. Now the value of c square, that is the value of c square equals to a square into 1 plus m square. So first we have to simplify our equation. So for simplify that, x square equals to minus plus, now take a plus b whole square. So this must be a square, that m square x square. Then the second, that is c square plus 2ab. So this must be 2mx into c equals to a square. Now this value must be equals to x square plus m square x square. So what is the value of c given? C given value is a square into 1 plus m square. So putting the value of c square equals to 1 plus, sorry, a into a square into 1 plus m square plus 2 mxc equals to a square. So this value must be x square plus m square x square plus a square plus a square m square plus 2mxc, then plus no, there is a square, so this a square must be transferred here, so there must be a negative sign here, so there must be a negative a square equals to 0. Now there, if there is any subtraction of the units, so here is the a square and there is the minus a square, so this minus a square and plus a square will cancel out. Now the second one is, yes, this is the values of x square. So x square, taking x square as a common, so x square into 1 plus m square. This is the value of x square. Now the second is plus 2mc into the value, that is, this is the value of x square, so this is the value of x, and the last one is the constant a square m square equals to 0. This is the equation derived. Now we have to put the value that equals to discriminant and find the uh, uh, value of the given equation. So this equals to this one. So here we computed that the value of a, b, c are the given one. The value of a is nothing but it equals to, a equals to 1 plus m square, b equals to 2 mc, and c equals to a square m square. So discriminant must be b square minus 4ac. So this b square equals to 2mc whole square minus 4 into the value of a is 1 plus m square into the value is a square m square. So this value must be equals to 4 m square c square minus, now multiply this with the whole equation, so this must be minus 4 a square m square, then there must be minus plus minus, so there must be minus 4 a square m4. Now this is basically the value This is basically the value of the equation that discriminant equals to this one. So there must be 4, we take as common. So 4 taking 4 and m square as common. 4m square must be, it must be c square, this c square, and the second there must be minus a square, and from last one it must be minus a square m square. So this value written that have equal roots, so this must equal to 0. So this one must be taken as, this value must be gone here and there must be a 0 here. So it must be equal to c square minus a square minus a square m square equals to 0. Now this value basically is the general value of a given equation. So for an equation we have to find if there is some values given. For example, in case of m or something more, if the value is given that we have to find the value of c square minus a square, this value equals to a square m square. So by using formula, this is the derived equation for a given quadratic equation. So this basically defines the general elaboration of the data, and by putting the values we just compute it and just solve it. And for the given, for example, if the values are given 1, 2, 3, so we have to simplify our equation. So this is the end of the question number 5. Now for question number 6. What is the statement? Statement find the conditions that the roots, we have to find the conditions that this equation are equal. So for Sam, the equal means determinant, the discriminant must be equals to 0. So this discriminant must be equals to 0. So find the equation. So the equation is b square minus 4ac must be equals to 0. If this will satisfy the equation is a must have a equal roots. So what the value is, first you have to simplify it. The value is mx plus c whole square minus 4ax equals to 0. This must be a square, that is m square x square plus c square plus 2mcx minus 4ax equals to 0. So the constant value, that is m, this is basically is the coefficient of x square, that is m square. Now this is the equation for x. So take 2 as a common, 2, that is, or second way is uh, that is plus 2mc minus 4a and take x as a common. Okay, now the last one is the c square, so it must be plus c square equals to 0. So the coefficient of a is mx square, this is the coefficient of b, and this is the c. So b square means that 2mc minus 4a whole square minus 4 into the value of a is m square and the value of c is c square equals to 0. Now 2mc 2mc means the taking square, so 4m square c square. Then there is a negative, so there must be positive 4a, that is 16a square, that is b square, minus, then minus 2ab. 2ab means 2 multiplied 4 multiplied 2 equals to 16, and amc. Then there's a negative sign, negative m square c square equals to 0. So this value will be cancelled out from this, and there must be equal to 16a square minus 16 amc equals to 0. Now, just a minute. This is basically is the simplified equation. So for simplified, we have to just take common and make a simplest equation for our given equation. So this must be equals to 16 a square minus 16 amc equals to 0. So taking 16a as common, 16a as common, so it must be a minus mc equals to 0. Then this 16 are divided by this, so the equation must be a minus mc equals to 0. So the condition equals to a equals to mc. So for this equation, the value of a equals to mc, that we have to find the condition. So the condition is a equals to mc for this equation, that the root must be equal. So this is also is the most important question of this exercise. So we have to find the condition. So for a condition, first we have to find the discriminant. So after discriminant, then the simplification shows that there is the simplified equation, that a equals to mc. So this basically is the condition. A equals to mc is the condition for this equation, that the roots must be equal. So this is the end of this question number 6. Now the last one, the question number 8. So show that the roots of the following equations are rational. So for rational, you have to first know that what is the rational. Rational mean determinant value must be greater than 0. That is, discriminant value must be greater than 0. That is, b square minus 4ac value is greater than 0. So how to do it? The question number 2 is a plus 2b into x square plus 2, then there will be a plus b plus c, and then a coefficient, that is a plus a coefficient of x plus a plus 2c equals to 0. So discriminant must be b square minus 4ac. So b square means this value present to a plus b plus c whole square, then there is negative sign for ac. A, the value is a plus 2b into a, that is a plus 2c, and this value is greater than 0 because the roots are rational. Now just simplify it. This 2 square means 4, and there must be a plus b plus c whole square, then there is a negative sign, 4 into a plus 2b into A plus 2C is greater than 0. So this must be 4 into A plus B plus C. So there must be A square plus B square plus C square. This is the formula of A plus B plus C whole square plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA. Then minus into 4 minus 4. Then take a multiply that A multiply A square. Then must be 2AC. Then 2BC. And there must be 2b multiplied by that is 4, that is 4BC. This must be 4BA, sorry, BA, 2BA, and this is 4BC. Now, just simplify the equation. Just a minute. For simplification, just multiply the whole value. So discriminant equals to 4 multiply 4 with whole, so 4A square plus 4B square plus 4C square plus 8AB plus 8BC plus 8CA, and there is negative sign, negative 4A, 4 square, then negative 4 negative 8AC, then there's a negative 8BC, 8AB, sorry, AB, and then 4BC, so there must be negative 16BC is greater than 0. Now for this equation, how to do it? This 4A square and there's a negative 4A square. This will cancel out. Then 8AC and there is positive AC. This will cancel out this one. 8AB and positive 8. This will cancel from this one. And then there is a 4B square plus 4C square. Then there is a 2, that is 8BC and minus 16BC. So this must be minus 8BC. And this discriminant value is greater than 0. So this is basically is the simplified form or the simplest equation we have to find. So first, then we have to make just make some commons to do it. Take 4 as a common. So this must be B square plus C square minus 2AC is greater than 0. So this discriminant must be B square plus C square minus 2AC is greater than 0. So the B square plus C square is greater than 2. This is, sorry, this is BC, not AB. This is BC. 2BC. So after simplification, we find that this is the general equation to find the values. So why it is greater? Because in question number 8, this shows that the equation are rationals. So rational means that discriminant must be greater than 0. So for this equation, this is the most simplified equation. So this is the end of the exercise 2.1. Hope you understand each and everything. Goodbye from this lecture.